Hello? Hello, 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 hello. Are we it should be coming up now. Yeah, I've been trying some feedback. Oh yeah. I've been I've been Oh, hello. Yes. Yes. Yes, people saying yes. This is good. Hello. How is everyone doing tonight? This is the first time I've done this. You can tell. This is great. It's a great start. 7 minutes in. Took 7 minutes to get the audio working. It's fine. Hello, how is everyone doing tonight? How is this? This is weird. Right? This is the first time I've ever done something like this. So let me know. It's going to take like a minute for me to get your responses back. So if you is a big delay, that is why. So yeah, let's talk about a bit like what's happening right now. Live stream. I just thought I've always wanted to do a live stream of some sort because it's a nice way to talk about things in a setting where I'm not having to script everything in a really serious way. Just chill out. I can just get you guys to ask me questions, and it's just more relaxed, isn't it? It's just nice, you know. But I was worried about how people would receive this, and I guess we still don't know how that'll go in the future because we don't know how I'm going to be in front of a camera and whether I'm going to be entertaining or not. But we will get to that in the future. Yeah. But yeah, this is new. This is cool, and I just let's just have fun with it. So why not? Let's get into it. So we'll start a Q&A right now. I think is the best way to start this 2 hours of loveliness tonight. So if you have any questions, then please just post them in the chat. Best way to do it, and I'll answer them as we go. Only got 7 people watching. Can I see the full T-shirt? Yes, you can. There you go. That's my full. Oh, Did you get it? Did you get it? Might want to pause the video to get. There you go. It's .2 T-shirt. I actually got this for Christmas. I'm, despite what my, we'll get more questions. Despite what I may have said about .2 over the past week or past few months or whatever, I love .2. I'm very critical of it because I love it. Because when .2 is good, like at its best, .2 is incredible. I think it is a really great show that has great potential to explore really great areas of just sci-fi and question. And it's really good. See, this is one thing you're going to find out on this live stream is how bad I am explaining things when I don't have a script. When I have a script, I have so much time to be concise and be very, very good at explaining why I think something is good or why something is bad. Whereas in real life, I am bad at that. I don't have the same words. So, this is going to be a problem. This is going to work out together. You know how I'm going to handle any sort of live stream anxiety? I'm going to drink caffeine. It's the best way to do it. My dad's coming upstairs. If you're wondering how old I am, I'm 22. I'm an adult. Don't worry about my parents coming in. Alright, so Matthews has asked, what is the best show of 2015? I do want to do a video on it. Like a top 5 seasons of 2015. And it's a really hard question because there's a lot of different types of shows that I thought were the best. Rick and Morty season 2 was definitely up there. Fargo season 2. I watched One Punch Man earlier this week. The review for that is going to come up probably next week or the week after that, and that should be on that list of best shows of 2015. That was incredible. That was a really good animation. What else came out? Daredevil was good. Jessica Jones was good. Better Call Saul was pretty good. There's probably Mr. Robot. Oh yeah, Mr. Robot was a great one. Really loved how that one was shot as well. That was a treat to watch. Though I can understand if people got confused with some parts of it, but it was it was just very good at handling that type of tone of shot. I'm so bad at explaining things in real time. It's fine. But yeah, you see my review. You know how I think about that. It's great. It's a great show. Mr. Robot was my favourite. Yeah. I introduced my dad into it, and props to my dad. He's the person who's probably got me into the most stuff ever. Hello, friend. Hello. Oh, this is so cool. This is so weird. 17 people watching now. Ooh. You didn't like Mr. Robot? Ah, fair enough. Here's another thing I want to talk about. Is, say like if I like a show, see Netflix. Okay. If I like a show, just because I or dislike a show you like, doesn't mean that that's a bad thing. All right. Everyone has a different opinion, and just because I spend a lot of time trying to work out why my opinion is better, just doesn't mean that it should impede anyone's enjoyment of that. I might do a video specifically about that. I like to think it's when I put on what I like to call my critic's hat, where I think way too much about whether a show is good or not, that it can impede on my own enjoyment of it, right? So I might go into a show thinking, this is, I'm going to review the show, let's get my notepad out and start wondering whether I like this or not. I do this in my head, I'm not actually getting out a notepad or anything, but it's very hard to get past whether I'm, I can't. It's hard to let my brain go to mush and just enjoy something for what it is. I'll see all the little nitpicky problems with it, and turn my brain away from that is hard. And I wish I could all the time, but yeah, I don't know where I started off, what the question was before, what I started with that, but whatever. I'm going on a tangent. I've lost. I shouldn't look at the analytics. It's bad. Anyway, questions. All right, so see the show of 2015. Talk about Moffat leaving Doctor Who. Do I have a wish list for a takeover? I don't know. I think the problem is that there's not really anyone obvious to take over Doctor Who at this current time. There's not really, usually around this time, there's a lot of people saying who could take over? Could it be this person? Could it be that person? I'm not sure whether it'd be suited as a showrunner, but I've really enjoyed is it Toby Whithouse's episodes? He's the one who did Flatline last season. I think he did the ghosty people two-parter. Sorry, burpee, throat, whatever. I can't remember whatever other episodes he did, but he's a fantastic writer. I really like him. Whether he'd be good or not, I'm not sure, because, remember Moffat, he did Blink, he did not In the Forest of Night, that's a crap one from last season. The Forest of the Dead one, he did the gas mask children one. He did all the really good episodes from Russell T Davies's era, then he took over, and now everyone hates him. It's weird, because I guess he just can't do overarching plot lines as well. Not as well, but he does it in a tone that people don't enjoy as much anymore, which is weird. Anyway, I'm not sure. I don't know the answer to that question, so we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I think he will leave after season 10. At least I hope he does. More so he can concentrate on Sherlock more, or start a new show that suits his style more, because I don't think Doctor Who suits his style as much as he think it does. So, anyway, what else we got? Too far back. Lucifer, I haven't seen. Shows I'm most excited for 2016. Attack on Titan season 2. Really looking forward to that. I've really Oh man, season one. You can't see it, but there's a poster right there. I might do a little show of my room at the moment because it's quite. You can't see any of the interesting parts looking this way, but on this side of my wall is very nerdy. It looks like a child's room. It's great. But I love Attack on Titan. I think it's great. I think it's. I'll do a review of that as well. I think it's slow pacing bits, but I love the world it's built in, and I want to see more of it. So yeah. What else for 2016? Agent Carter starting soon. Did anyone watch that? Anyone watch Agent Carter? I like Agent Carter. It's pretty good. More Flash, more Arrow, just sort of generic stuff that's already started, I guess. What are you guys excited for? What should I get into? I don't know. Just it's a conversation, isn't it? Yeah. All right. So, yeah. If anyone's just joining now, we're doing a bit of a Q&A sort of thing. So if you have any questions, then just we'll talk it out. Recommend we watch Person of Interest. I've heard a lot of good things about that. A lot of good things. Most from Reddit. But what is it about specifically? I'm not too sure. I'm definitely going to check it out at some point. But I have no knowledge of it beyond it has got good feedback from. Yeah. I have to review Breaking Bad and Dexter. Yeah. I have some things to say about Dexter. A lot of things. A lot of things. And that'll be fun to cover because I have such big emotions about it. Big emotions, more annoyed emotions. I get annoyed about it. What else? Don't know the answer to good photos yet. Also, if Seymour Photo is best, I recommend Jackal. I've heard good things about that. Do I read any manga? I do not, unfortunately. No. The thing is, there is so many things in geek culture to keep track of now, right? If you want to be the person if you want to be like, oh, I'm the biggest nerd ever, I'm the biggest Attack on nerd ever, you have to keep track of more things than sense, right? There's films, there's TV, there's manga, there's TV shows, there's games. It's like, it's impossible now. I think being a geek or trying to be that overarching geek who covers everything is completely impossible. You can't. You just can't. Even if you limit yourself to TV shows, you're watching so many things. It's incredible. Like, I'm really trying to see as many things as I can, and I definitely will try and take in as many of your recommendations as possible. But even then, sorry, burpee. This is why you shouldn't drink any drink, guys. This is why you shouldn't drink this. It's shit. Keeps you awake, but it's shit. But it's a lot. And I think we've got to the point now. I mean, if you look at like just Comic Cons, like you see how big those things are. What do you know what? That's a good question for now. That's a good question now. What do you consider to be a gap in your nerd cred? Star Trek is something I want to get into at some point, because I know a lot of friends who are into Star Trek and have recommended me, tell me to watch at least Next Generation, and that he only gets good at season 3. I don't know much. I don't know enough. I know general things and memes and whatever, but I don't know enough about Star Trek to be like, yeah, I'm a Trekkie. Blah, 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 blah. So that's one gap. A lot of anime. I watch a lot of anime that is the current shit, if you know what I mean, like the shit that everyone's recommending. So I watched One Punch Man this week because everyone's talking about how good it is, and same for Attack on Titan when that came out. And though anime is even broader a genre because there's so many different types of anime as well, so like that shows how I don't have my ears to the ground about that kind of thing. You know, I don't know what's good, I don't know what's not good, blah blah blah. You know, it's hard. It's hard to lock it down. So I don't know. It's what else? A lot of gaming. I'm still quite on my gaming. Last game I played I really enjoyed was Undertale. if you watch my latest review, you might have noticed a reference to that. If you've played it, if you know that kind of thing, I love Undertale. We'll talk about that later, I'm sure. Whatever, it's nothing to do with TV. I mean, any TV show that I've not caught up with, I feel is a gap. But that's the thing, like trying to fill every single gap in nerd cred is like, how do you do that? It's impossible. It feels like you're playing whack-a-mole, trying to be a part of all these different things. You know what, we'll move on to the next question now. Talks about one thing for too long. I might get back to it. I don't know. Reading manga, guilty pleasure for me. Jeremy Kyle. If you know what Jeremy Kyle is. If you don't know what Jeremy Caramel is, it's the Jeremy Caramel is. I don't know what I'm saying. Jeremy Kyle is like the Trisha from the UK, or the Jerry. What is he called? I can't remember. When you go Jerry, where you got very. I don't know. It's dumb. It's really dumb. I don't like it. I do like it, but don't. It makes me feel better about myself. That's why it's guilty pleasure, because it's not really good at all. It laughs at people who are poor and not as, not as clever as other people. I don't know what I'm saying. If you're wondering why I'm being if I'm not as coherent as normal, besides the not as scripted as usual, I went drinking with my dad earlier today. I went out to the pub with my dad, because I haven't been to the pub with my dad in ages, and we drank a bit, and now I'm a tiny little bit tipsy. So, having a bit of a drunk stream today. Didn't anticipate that, but there you go. What next question? There's so many questions. I'm not going through them quick enough, am I? I need to start Supernatural again, and the 100. The 100 I keep hearing so much about, and I should watch as well. This is how obvious my nerd cred is. How many gaps in my nerd cred there is, TV wise as well. There is a lot I am so behind on. I need to finish watching Hannibal as well. Which I definitely want to do a review on, because I've seen the first season and a bit of the second season, and I love it. And there's other things that have been getting into my life and into what I've been watching that has delayed that. So, alright, so do I watch The Walking Dead? I'm not caught up in it. I heard it started off really good this season and then has gone downhill. I don't know about that. I know my dad watches it and has been urging me to watch it and catch up with it, but so it goes. Hey, Dave's here. My good friend Dave. Hello. Hey, girl. What's up? If you're wondering why I'm pointing him out as special treatment, it's because I know him in real life. Fuck you, Dave. Fuck you, Dave. What else? So this weekend we've watched Walking Dead. I've said that. Get it, but still watch One Piece. I should watch One Piece. How long is One Piece? I know it's a long anime. How long is it? Is it something I could get into now? Is it like it's a bit too late now? It's like Bleach. You just don't bother. It's too long. Hey. Do you script your videos word by word or not? I kind of do a little bit. I pretty much type out everything I want to say word for word, and then my reviews are a lot more heavily edited audio wise than you'd think. It's not. I try and sound as natural as I can, but it's not really a natural flowing thing. There'd be a lot more ums and ahs if it was or not. Like now, as you are seeing right now, it's brilliant, isn't it? Seeing how the sausage is made. But yeah, they are very scripted, because I want to get my opinions right, and I want to condense my opinion as much as possible, because if I just did it off the cuff, I'd repeat myself a little bit too much, and then that would reflect in the visuals as well, because with animation, I try and animate every single point, and if I repeat those points, then the animation is going to pop up again. The same type of animation is going to pop up again, and that takes time. I don't like using more time than I should do, because that's then more production time for me, because my reviews take so long to make. So I try and condense it down as much as possible, and that's the easiest way to do it, is to script it quite heavily. So yeah, I do. Did you watch Making a Murderer? I have watched the first episode. It's very good. It's a very good documentary. Whether I'll cover it or not, probably not. I think at some point I need to draw a line because there are way too many shows out there, just ever, that eliminate documentaries. Like, there's too much. Did a whole video about there's too much, but it's very true. So I might leave Making a Murderer out. The thing is, here's the thing, right? Is sometimes I want to enjoy a show and just enjoy it. I don't want to think about reviewing everything, you know? Because then I'll think about, what I'm going to say about this, what I'm going to say about that, whilst I'm watching it. Whereas I'd like to take some time and just sort of not do that. You know, I like enjoying what I'm making. While making what I'm watching. No. But it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. But with Making a Murderer, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to see how I feel. I might do it. Depends. But I'm not rushing to make it. I know it's a very recent thing and everyone's talking about it. And to make a review right now would be great and bleh. But I'm not in a rush to do it. It's one of those that I'm going to leave for my spare time, as opposed to my review time. You know what I'm talking about. Have you watched Blacklist? No, sorry. What else? Sorry, it's a skip over Blacklist. I haven't seen it. I'm not. Should I watch it? Would it be a good investment of time for you for me to watch it? I don't know. All right. Oh, I'm getting behind now. Would you agree that Life on Mars is the best series finale ever? Oh, it is very good, isn't it? I have seen Life on Mars. I haven't seen all of Ashes to Ashes, but I've seen all of Life on Mars. I do like it. It's very cool. It's a very good finale. If you haven't seen Life, I'm not going to talk about it too much, just in case someone hears this and is like, what's Life on Mars? I don't know what Life on Mars is. Life on Mars is a British show from quite a while ago about a cop who gets accidentally sent back into the 70s and he's not a clue why. And it's based on the song by... Well, it's not based on the song by... It references the song by David Bowie. But it's very good show. It's very short as well. It's like 2 seasons long of like 6 episodes. It's super short, like most British shows are. You should check it out. I never watched Ashes to Ashes, which is the sequel to that, where this woman cop goes back in time. Mostly because she grated on me. I tried it and I didn't like her that much, but it is a very good finale. I'm not going to get too much into it because it's very good and some people might not have heard of it before. 700 plus episodes for One Piece. Yeah, no, probably no. I know anime episodes are short, but I'm not. No, it's too much. It's too much for me. Unless I just really fancy it one day, but it's not. 15 plus years and still counting. Nah. I'm out. I know you said Humans is good in your review, but what's the defining aspect that makes it a must-watch? Little things. I have a soft spot for anything that's very overly British. Like, I watched Utopia recently. Finished watching Utopia recently, and that's very British. But it's a very... I like its cast. I like its characters. They're very heartwarming, down to earth. And I like shows with very heartwarming, down to earth characters. I think a lot of American shows don't really capture that very well. I don't mean all American shows, but I mean like stuff like The Walking Dead and all these. It's very serious. Where like this show involves a very normal family, and they get mixed up in this craziness. But also, I really like sort of the kind of well-built worlds that are sort of like an amalgamation of our own, where like Humans is... If you don't know what Humans is about, Humans is about a series where synthetic robots, like robots that look like us, are like our slaves. They're obviously robots, so they're not actually slaves, they're not people, but they look like people, so it's a little eerie. But then we find out that 1 or 2 of them have started developing AI, and so that's where all the moral things come into it, where all the moral questions come into it, and that's where all the interesting stuff about the series comes from. And I like it. It's very cool. So that's what I like about Humans. It's good. I think it's worth a watch, and it's not long, so it's good. All right. Okay, I'm getting really behind now. Okay, where am I at? Blacklist. Ashley Sass is not as good, but it's still good. Okay, it probably is. But the main character grated on me too much, so I'm probably not going to watch it. Sorry. It's going to be it's One Piece is worth it. Tote's worth it. Anyway, more question. I came to ask a question. When are you going to watch Supergirl and do a damn review? Dave? Supergirl's not finished yet. I'll review it when it's finished, mate. Come on. Fucking hell. Best binge. Lately, One Punch Man. One Punch Man is amazing. I have not watched a show where I enjoyed like every single episode and just watched it in one go because I just really wanted to watch it in one go. I really enjoyed Daredevil as a binge, though I think that's a lot slower, and I forced myself a little bit through that so I could get a review out back when I was starting out. Firefly is a good binge. That's a very, very pandering answer, isn't it? Everyone's Firefly. Sorry, still burpy. Gonna be burpy throughout all this whole thing. Bad choice of drink. Jason, come on. Also, the beer from earlier doesn't help. Anyway, there's those things that are very easily bingeable, though. A lot of Netflix stuff suits binging, so try that kind of thing. I don't know. One Punch Man. That's amazing. I definitely think you should watch it. I'll look at it. I'll give it a go. Oh, I'm getting confused now because the chat is moving. Like I won't move the chat, and then when I scroll down, it'll scroll down too far, so I'm not sure where I'm at. It gets disorientated me. Boop a doop a doop. How much classic Doctor Who have you seen? Little bits and bobs. I've not gone out of my way to watch loads of it. I do enjoy Tom Baker. I enjoy a lot of them actually. Mostly Tom Baker and Sylvester McCoy. I like the style. You know. Tom Baker's very good. Capaldi reminds me a lot of him, and I think that Capaldi is very influenced by him. Nowhere near as good. Not saying that Capaldi is like Tom Baker, because Baker has that weird quirk to him that it just makes him a complete nutter. Tom Baker is not someone like Tom Baker's Doctor is not someone you want to meet down in a dark alley, and I love that. He's very weird, but he's very lovable because of that. So there's a lot of people message me on Facebook. I'm not can't get your live stream, mate. Go away, Facebook. Shh, quiet now. Back to you guys. Hello. I'm going back. Cool Cat's number is not good. Okay. That's not good. I'm so far behind. Sorry, guys. One Piece. Oh, Misfits. I should do. That would be a good series to do because that was a series that started off very well, and then got a bit not good. After time, maybe after Nathan left. I do like Misfits. Misfits is very good. I need to finish. I never finished watching it because I fell off it because of the. I know Series 3 was pretty good, but then I didn't finish watching it, and then I heard Season 4 was bad. No, I definitely didn't finish watching it. So yeah, I'll do that. I might pick that up at some point. I'll have to rewatch the whole thing though, just so I can know what I'm talking about a bit better. Because it's been a long time since I watched it originally. Like I watched it when it came out. Is it just me or is TVD what is boring? Is that The Walking Dead? Did you miss the V4W? Just speculate. Or Vampire Diaries? Fuck that. It's not my type of show. If that's what you meant, I don't know if that's what you meant. Did you watch The Man in High Castle? No. I was thinking about it, but I haven't got round to it. I might do. Don't know. Season 5 of Misfits is really good, but the finale is so disappointing in my opinion. Fair enough. Say something about the Vampire Dairy. Say something about the Vampire Diary. What if I'm lactose intolerant? I don't know. I never watched the Vampire Diaries, so what can I say about it? It's probably not for me. You're going to say it's crap, but then I'm going to say, what if you're not the target audience? Which you're not. We're all dudes, I think, mostly. I can't tell. What's my favourite show? That's a big question. But I do have an answer for that. Do you like to hear my answer? My favourite show ever in the world. Ever. It's Buffy the Vampire Slayer. My favourite show is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and the reason for that, I have many reasons for that. One, it's very good. Two, I mean, I could expand on why it's very good. I might make a video, but Buffy the Vampire Slayer is a show that I watched since I was a lot younger. I grew up with it a little bit, and it's the first show that really did the whole sort of season-long arcs. Because a lot of shows that are coming out at that time, I know other shows have done that, but it was one of the first shows that really made it commercial, really made it popular. Slow your roll, man. We're not all dudes. I know. Sorry, Rachel. I'm sorry. That's just me being an idiot. But yeah, I love Buffy. It's very good. I mean, it's so many things, right? It's badass, it's funny, it's witty, it's dramatic. It's one of those shows that hits all those notes. It was better at what Doctor Who has been doing now before the new Doctor Who came back out, right? Because new Doctor Who, I know Russell T Davies was very inspired by Buffy when... Cool. Sorry, Rachel. I said most. It's kind of... I don't know. I'll not dwell on it. But Buffy was was highly inspired the new style of Doctor Who. Like Russell T Davies was a big fan of Buffy, and it's inspired so many shows. Like that type of humor, that type of style. Like it's incredible. Could I recommend it to you nowadays? You'll probably start watching the first season and think it's really naff because it's very 90s. It's so 90s, but it's season 2. It like kicks it up a gear, and then it keeps its awesomeness going. Like it's one of my favorite shows. I am maybe one of the shows where I'd admit I have a bit of a bias towards. Like I've seen it so many times that it's hard for me to poke at all the flaws because it's a flawed show, right? But it's still very good. So it's, you know how it is. We all have our favourite shows where it's hard for us to talk about it critically. Like it's a show where I can't put my critics hat about it. Yeah, they're very similar. My current favourite one. Ooh. I don't know. Like my current favourite one in seeing which I'm still watching it right now. Oh well, I'm watching Steven Universe right now. Like if you were talking to me whilst I was watching One Punch Man, then it would be definitely One Punch Man. And kind of still a little bit One Punch Man. I need to watch it again, man. It's so good. But I'm watching Steven Universe right now. It's fun. It's very warm, heartwarming show. And it's very Scott Pilgrim-y in a way. Like, if you've read the comics, at least, like, the faces they make, like, and that type of humour, it's very Scott Pilgrim-y. And it's also a very beautiful show. Like, the art direction of that show is amazing. Like, I can appreciate it on that level, because I love my animation, I love, like, watch my Studio Ghiblis, I watch all my, Adventure Time, that kind of thing. So that type of humour is something I love. And Steven Universe, like, art design wise, like art direction wise, is amazing. So I am loving watching that right now. I might make a video on it. I said on my Twitter that I don't want to make a video about Steven Universe because it's one of those things I'm enjoying for the sake of enjoying it, and that might... See you later, Dave. Sorry I didn't see that, but bye. Probably not. He's probably already gone. Whatever. Bye, Dave. But yeah, I love that show, and I need to finish it up. But yeah, might try watching Buffy. I already read that. Best sitcom ever. I can't say the best sitcom ever because I've not seen every single sitcom. I know a lot of people would say like Frasier or what's the Seinfeld and all those types of ones. See, I'm English, right? I'm British. I'm 22 years old. I never grew up with Seinfeld or Frasier or those kind of things. So Reddit can fuck off. I don't know about that, all right? Like, anyone that says that's the best sitcom for me, I don't know, all right? Sitcoms I enjoy a lot of British sitcoms. So Blackadder is amazing. Only Fools and Horses. See, I'm just going to recommend you British sitcoms right now. So Blackadder, Only Fools and Horses, Fawlty Towers, brilliant. Peep Show has finished recently. So if you're ever looking for something British to binge, Peep Show is like, it's very cringy though. It's very hard to watch because it's Peep Show, but it is so funny and it's so clever. There's so many though, isn't there? There's so many good British sitcoms. I like The Office. I watch it a little bit. I haven't watched all of The Office. I've watched, and I mean both the British Office and the American Office. I've watched all of the British Office and a little bit of the American Office. I want to watch more of the American Office because I do enjoy it, but I haven't finished it. I'm not a confessed giant fan of it. But that's something I'll probably get onto eventually. Netflix exists. I can watch it on that. My opinion on Angel. I love Angel. Facts. Bear with me 1 second. I think I have them all. Yeah. Here's how much I love... Oh, you can still see me. It's fine. It's wrecking my room. It's cool. Look at these guys. So these are my DVD box sets of Buffy and Angel. Do I like Angel? Well, maybe a little bit. Angel was my first experience with a cancelled show. It made me very sad. I didn't understand why it ended as it did. I was like, where's the rest of it? And it didn't exist. So that made me very sad. Because Angel, if you haven't seen Angel, it ends on a giant hit cliffhanger. It is ridiculous. Like, it is... I'm not going to get into it too much in case you decide to watch it. But you probably won't because it's cancelled. But yeah, here are all the box sets. They're all my Angels. Are they in order? Yes, they are. And here are all my Buffys. I'm very proud of my Buffys. Very proud of my Buffys. Hello, BBC is very good as well. I agree. But yeah, I'm sorry I'm ignoring you guys a little bit, but I'm gonna show you my Buffy DVDs because I think these are really cool. All right, because here's one of them. Right, all these ones here, seasons 2 to 7. These are the same style. These are the best DVDs I've ever seen. Box sets I've ever seen. Like, look at this shit. It's basically like a little booklet. I don't know if you can see that on the webcam. There you go. It's basically like a little booklet. There's all the synopses. And then they're in these like little sleeves. Like, all the DVDs are in these sleeves. Like, look, here's a DVD. God, my webcam sucks. I need a new webcam, don't I? But it's like a little book. It's amazing. I love it. Why don't they not do this more often? But what pisses me off is they never did one for season 1. Season 1 is this type of shit. It's this kind of thing. It's a completely different. Why? Pisses me off. Sorry. I don't know how to fold it. It's how little I watch season 1. I forgot how to fold the bastard. Great stream. All right, okay. Done messing around with my. I know they did angel-like ones. I know they did Angel booklet ones, but I never got Angel in time to have those. These were all actually a birthday present from my dad when I was younger. So, and I've kept them all these years because they are amazing. So yeah, if you didn't know I was a Buffy fan, You do now. Bah. What movie do you think would have worked better as a TV show? Can I vote the Harry Potters? I don't know actually about Harry Potters because they're it's a long enough series as it is, and that series would have gone for fucking ever if it was a TV show. Unless you did like they put it was 7 seasons and then the cast will grow out of it too quickly. I don't know, maybe. But then movie's sake, I don't know, because you won't be able to do the big budget things that the Harry Potter series did. What else? I don't know. There's a lot. There's stuff that I can't think of right now that I've thought of in the past. Like that would work better as a TV show. What are you doing? Come on. Did you ever watch the Darren Shan film? That was really bad. I used to read a lot of Darren Shan, and that was a bad film. That was a book series that worked really well as a TV show, but they didn't do it like a creepy TV show. That's like a bit more teenage goosebumps. You know what I'm saying? It's very I don't know. Did you watch when Marnie was there? I don't know what is that American Horror Story thing. I watched American Horror Story. Probably will at some point. Let's go down. Hello. Yeah. Love it. Thoughts on Supernatural. I watched the first 3 series. That's how far behind I am. There's like 11 series of it. And there's too much. I don't know if I'll ever get back into it. Maybe. Who knows? I don't. Because it's so long. Thoughts on Dollhouse if you have seen it. You know what? That's my... There's another nerd gap. We'll keep going back to this nerd gap, but... That's a nerd gap in my Joss Whedon street cred, because I love Joss Whedon, and I haven't seen Dollhouse, because everyone says it's not as good as his other stuff, but I know it's going good places. I don't know. I don't know anything. I know it's got Faith in it from Buffy, and other Whedon actors from other things, but I don't know. I don't know much about it. I should watch it at some point. Probably will at some point. What else we got? Thoughts on American Horror Story? I haven't seen it. Sorry. Do you study? By the way, how do you manage to watch so many TV shows? All right, let's get into this now. I am at university right now. Okay, I am doing social work. If you could believe that, completely different to what I seem to be doing. I will make a additional video about this, but in the coming month, like when I start, basically, I have a placement coming up for my degree that will take up all of my time. I don't know how much video content I'll be able to produce, if any at all, in that time. That placement will last a few months, at least 3 or 4 months. And this is why it makes me a lot sad, very sad, because I get all these recommendations for all these TV shows that I don't feel like I'll be able to have time for. So I have to really pick and choose, and it makes it very hard for me, because I want to really get into as many of these TV shows as possible, but it's very hard for me to do that. I don't know when this placement will be starting. What I've been doing recently has been trying to stockpile my reviews a little bit. So I've got about 4 or 5 reviews I've already written, like in advance, and I'm gonna try and make them in advance. This is how the sausage is made. Boop a doop a doop. But it's the only way I'll be able to do it, because I won't have enough time whilst I'm actually working. Like these past few months, I've had bits of uni work to do, but I've had enough time to watch a lot of shows and make these reviews. I'll be honest, these reviews I make take a lot of my time, a serious amount of my time. I do it because I love it, but it's so time consuming, man. It's so time consuming, but it's my favorite thing to do in the universe. So, yeah, I don't know how I'm going to be able to manage both my YouTube channel and my life stuff in the coming year, but we'll find out about it. We'll find out, you know. But yeah, will you review Leftovers? I have heard so many good things about Leftovers. That's like the show Reddit bums, right? Reddit really loves Leftovers. Dollhouse is good, super weird, but good. Might get into it. Leftovers is a show I keep getting recommended to me. I'm not sure. And hi, hello. Scroll down, see a whole lot more message than I thought there was. Hello. But yeah, I don't know much more about it. I know it's about after the apocalypse, so whatever was left over. I should stop doing that whole weird action I keep doing. Whatever. It's cool. But I've heard of it, don't worry. It's on my radar. That's the thing, a lot of these shows are I have not to be like, hey, stop telling me about shows I already know about. But I've heard quite a lot about all the shows, and I'm still trying to manage my time so I can tackle as many as possible. Whether I'll be able to tackle even half of them, I don't know. Right now, it's about managing what I want to tackle, what I think will be interesting to tackle, and then everything else might get pushed to the wayside for the time being. All right. The beautiful thing about my channel, which I like, is that even if I miss like the first season of a show this year, if it comes back next year, I could do like a season 1 and 2 review of it in the future. So it means that even though I might not get it this time around, I might be able to get it next time around, if you know what I mean. Even though if you're waiting on that review for ages, it may be really annoying for you to hear like, oh, I'm not tackling it this year, I'll tackle it in 2 years' time. It is. I don't know how to do that. Otherwise, but yeah, what else is going on? Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Prison Break is epic. It's pretty good, isn't it? At least the first 2 series. What? Oh, I should probably do some sort of video on that. Yeah, because I've seen them all, so I don't have to. That's another thing as well, because I have to watch the shows to review them, right? So if I just tackle a load of old shows, then that cuts down my production time a lot more. It means I can't be as much as recent, but I'll still be able to put out stuff that I enjoy and that is good review content. So, something to think out for future Jason. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. What's with the type about Netflix making? What's with the hype? Sorry, what's with the hype about Netflix making Murderer? I've heard it's a very good documentary that has people up in arms about the justice system, because it's in America right now. There's a lot of hoo-ha against law enforcement, about miscarriages of justice, and Making a Murderer is a very good case study getting into all of that. Getting into all of that controversy, right? It's a very famous case study about a giant miscarriage of justice, and since people hate cops in America right now because of all of this drama, like Ferguson, with all of this police brutality, blah blah blah. Making a Murderer is a documentary about a very, very vile to hear about case of misjustice, right? So that's why people love it right now. Also, it's very well edited. It's very well put together. It's a very good show. And I need to watch more of it. I've only seen the first episode, but I understand where the hype is coming from. Do you like movies, or are you mostly a TV show fan? I am mostly a TV show fan. That is right. It's like you kind of have to choose, really. Oh, you don't have to choose. You can choose a mix of both. But I love movies as well. Of course I do. Star Wars is good. Star Wars, right? But I specifically chose TV for my channel because I think there's a niche for it on YouTube, right? There's not many YouTube channels that are specifically about TV shows. There is some. There's quite a few. Well, not quite a few. There's some. I don't know. I'm mixing up my words, but there's not as many as movie related channels that I can say for sure. Like, there's no Jeremy Jahns of TV shows. If anything, Jeremy Jahns is the Jeremy Jahns of TV shows. He's covered like 2 TV shows, and everyone's like, "Oh, you got TV reviews as well." No, I'm criticizing. I love Jeremy Jahns. Not I'm criticizing Jeremy Jahns at all. But his thing is movies, and he just reviews anything else because he wants to. And that I get. But I've picked TV specifically because I enjoy TV shows a lot more. I think it allows for a lot more character development. I think it allows for a lot more depth. It allows for a lot more insight into a world that TV show inhabits. It's a lot better for world building as well. And I am a big fan of world building. The reason why I might think that there's not as many TV show stuff as well is because it's harder to cover. Do you cover it in episodes or do you cover it in seasons? Because cover it in episodes, that's a lot of fucking videos, dude. Especially if you're trying to cover every TV show. Whereas if you cover it in seasons, that's a lot of work for one video, right? I decided on the latter because I thought, well, I'm going to be doing animation based anyway, and they're going to take longer to come out than normal videos, so I might as well put them together and it'll look really cool and it'll be a really cool channel and that kind of thing. You know, it helps me cover a wide base without ever worrying too much about it. But I don't know what the original question was. You like TV shows, or are you mostly TV? I'm more of a TV fan, yeah. Okay. Can you review Sopranos? By the way, you rock, man. You rock too, Nemas. Zara Apetisha. I'm not good at pronouncing names, sorry. But you do rock as well. Can you review Sopranos? I need to watch it. Is that bad? I haven't watched Sopranos. I'm a TV review channel that hasn't watched Sopranos. Maybe a little bit. I really want to watch it though. It's one of my New Year's resolutions is to watch Sopranos. Like up there with getting a degree, keeping up your YouTube channel because you love it. Watch Sopranos, you bastard. Those are my 3. Also, maybe work on going to the gym. Those are my 4. Those are my 4 New Year's resolutions. Watch Sopranos, you bastard. If I watch it and finish it, I'll probably do a video. But as of right now, I have not seen it. Sorry. How do you feel about Sopranos finale? I've heard about it, but I'm not going to get into it because I don't know. I have no context for it, so we'll leave it there. What would you say your favourite show this year of 2016 or 2015? You probably mean 2015. Come on. Fargo was very good. I really enjoyed One Punch Man though. I feel like I would probably, if I watched One Punch Man earlier, like finished watching it earlier, like last year, like before January 1st last year, I probably would have named One Punch Man as my favourite show of the year. Because even though it doesn't have the same depth as shows like Fargo or Rick and Morty, those kind of shows do, its execution was so good, right? It was amazing. Animation was amazing. Its subversion of tropes, TV tropes, is really funny. And it's just a show that I just really enjoyed on a really simple level. But yeah. But under that, Fargo Season 2, Rick and Morty Season 2, there are others. Better Call Saul was very good. I forget what a lot of what Mr. Robot as well. Yeah. Me too. I love One Punch Man. Hell yeah. I've watched The Wire. No problem, Nima. Wire is very good. We'll definitely need to do a review on The Wire at some point, but not yet. Maybe at some point. What else we got? Have you watched the McKnowledge? Oh, right. Crap! You pressed enter instead of backspace. What was you? Did you finish your question? All right, Mr. McKnowledge 1000. You didn't finish your question. You just said crap. I pressed enter instead of backspace. I guess you wanted not. Oh wait, what? Then you asked what are some of your favorite animated TV shows? To be honest, McKnowledge, I don't really watch animated TV shows. There's not really any I'm into. I think they're for I mean, to be honest with you, dude, I think they're for babies. To be honest, what? It's just why would I even watch animated shows? You know, they're for babies. The for babies. Like I wouldn't. Sorry. Adventure Time's good. Started watching Steven Universe this week. Really enjoy it. I have yet to see Gravity Falls. I've heard many good things about it. I will watch it. Oh, what else is there? There's loads of... Bob's Burgers is very good. You should watch Bob's Burgers. Obviously, I have to mention Rick and Morty. Archer's good. Attack on Titan. See, I'm just looking around my room. What stuff I own. Right now, I'm enjoying Steven Universe. As of right now. So, yeah. There's lots of really good animated shows going on right now. It's a very good time for animated shows. No matter what anyone tells you. I miss Ed, Edd and Eddy. Come on, just move on. Which season of Fargo is the best? It's a hard question, dude. I give season 2 of Fargo a higher rating. I might like season 2 a bit more. Marginally. I think season 2 works better as a season, story-wise. But Lorne Malvo is amazing. So, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. It's that close, though, isn't it? Both are very good. I think I'm gonna stick with Marvel. Fargo season 2 is my favorite, even though a lot of people won't agree. But we wouldn't be able to exist in this world if we all disagreed. Disagree. I don't know. Next question. Have you seen the newsroom of HBO? I've seen lots of clips on YouTube from it. I get it. It's very good social commentary. It looks good. I haven't seen it like as full episodes though. Might be something I have to look more into, but I've said that about a lot of shows, so I have to pick and choose. Have you watched The Wire? Yeah, answer that. Go watch Mr. Robot. It's amazing. You're right. Ex Mesa. It's very good. You haven't seen my Mr. Robot review? I'm actually very excited about how that review did, because that's my best video, like best performing video. So it's nearly at 10,000 views, which for me is unbelievable, right? Like I'm small time, dude. I'm so small time, and seeing a video do that well, based purely on me just posting it, and then people just finding it, it's beyond crazy good. I don't know how to deal with that kind of thing, you know? I don't know how to deal with that kind of something doing well that I made. But that's why I love this channel so much, because it kind of validates me. Not validates me. That's to just validate yourself based on just one thing you made. But I am so proud of this, what we've got going right now. This whole community we've built, this whole, all this stuff, all these reviews, all these opinions. I love talking TV with people, and this is what I love, you know. And I love doing it with you guys. So thank you for being here. Not that the stream's ending at all. Still got like an hour, so we're good. Boo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Yeah, what is your guilty pleasure TV show? I think I answered that earlier. It's Jeremy Kyle. It's not good. Jeremy Kyle's not good. But it's one of those things you watch when you're sick and you want to feel better about yourself when you feel really shitty. So, definitely guilty pleasure. Thing is, there's a lot of shows I watch that other people would say are guilty pleasures. Like, oh, I watch Steven Universe, but I know it's for girls. Like, no, I don't feel shame for things, for watching a lot of things. Like, I enjoy it because it's good. I can justify why I enjoy something. If you can justify why I enjoy something, then you shouldn't feel guilty about it. So I think asking about guilty pleasures is a silly question. Not a silly question. That's a bad way to put it, but it misunderstands how you should feel about the stuff you love, right? Though I would say I don't love Jeremy Kyle. It's just something I like to watch when I'm sick. So that can fall into guilty pleasure. I don't know. Look, Mum, I'm famous. Yeah, you are, Edward McLaren. Everyone tell Edward McLaren how famous he is. Fox Newsroom, I already told about it. Not really watched much of it. We don't get the Newsroom over in England. It's something I only have heard about on Reddit. So, like, I see clips of it, and I don't know much else about it. I'm sure it's very good. Everyone says it's good. It's probably very good social commentary, writing kind of thing. I've watched Prison Break and Breaking Bad. I like this kind of show, so please could you recommend any other shows like these? Or if not, what are your must-see shows? Ooh, good question. If you want something a bit more like Breaking Bad, Narcos, I wouldn't say is anywhere near as good, but it's very tonally, it's like Breaking Bad. It's something you'll enjoy, like Breaking Bad. It's based on real life as well, which gives it a whole different layer that Breaking Bad has. They're very different. But as for like a suspenseful drama like Prison Break and Breaking Bad, I'm gonna do a review on it, and I know it got cancelled, but I watched Utopia recently, and that is one of the best shows of that kind of drama, that kind of thriller, on the run kind of, thing. It's so well made, and it got cancelled. It's bullshit. It annoys me. That is the best of that type of show I've seen ever, and it makes me sad that it got cancelled. As for a show that's prospered and still going, that style, I don't know. I need to remind myself. Sorry, I'm gonna check things. Mr. Robot's very good. You should watch Mr. Robot. That might be that kind of thriller, kind of character study kind of show that might tickle your fancy. Orange is the New Black or Prison Break, very different shows. I have watched most of Orange is the New Black. I haven't seen the rest of season 3. That's why I haven't done a review on it yet. But Orange is the New Black is very good. But comparing Orange is the New Black and Prison Break, very different. Although they are both to do with prison, so I can see why you might have connected the two. But one's more of a comedy, one's more of a serious drama thriller. So they are, whilst the setting is similar, the tone, acting, and the drive behind the show is completely different. Did you think season 5 of Game of Thrones lacked in quality compared to the rest? Yes, I did. I didn't think it was terrible. I'm not someone who reads the books, so I can't appreciate how much they botched the series compared to the books. But I didn't enjoy it as much as previous seasons. I feel like Game of Thrones is now a show that runs off plot twists rather than its drama, if you know what I mean. Like, what people could keep coming back for every week aren't just like what's going on with the characters, but What twist happens to him this week? What's newsworthy this week? Oh my god! Whereas before, it was a very good political drama. And this next season, season 6, I have not a clue where it's going to... I don't know if it's going to go completely off the bloody rail or if it's going to go a bit more towards the political side of things. It's going to go off the rail, isn't it? It's going to go bonkers because TV show people like to they like being bloodthirsty for the sake of bloodthirsty. It's less I don't want to say poetry behind it, because the beautiful thing about Game of Thrones, the books, at least as much as I know, is that they aren't poetic. They are real and gritty, and it's just life happens to you and it's shit. But with a series, it's like they're trying to be both and they're failing at both. I don't know. It's hard to explain why Game of Thrones, but also I was going to say how it's hard to explain why Game of Thrones has gotten worse, but I think a lot of it's also to do with like direction. Action has been directed badly in some parts. Cough, cough, the fucking sand snakes. They look like shit. That's not how you establish a character. Just whiny and annoying. Blech. I did not feel for them. I didn't think they were intimidating or someone I cared about watching, and since they were featured so heavily in that season, it pissed me off when they were on, as opposed to excited me. That's the opposite of what should happen. So, nah. I think they were included over other parts of the books. I've read about the books. I haven't read the actual books, but I think they're included over other parts of the books because they're going to use those other parts of the books in this new season. They're stretching out the content a little bit because they know the books are behind them now. So, but that means I think the TV show is going to suffer a little bit. Moving on, what do you think of American Horror Story? I haven't watched it. I'm sorry. I would probably do, whenever I get around to watching it, I will do a review in it. Definitely. Because you miss a robot review, I insist on my friends to leave everything and watch it. Let me tell you, they are not disappointed. That's good. I'm glad I could do that for you and your friends. Seriously, it means a lot to hear that my review helped. Very proud of it. So, thank you a lot. Okay, no newsroom. Any West Wing? Oh, West Wing's great. West Wing's pretty good. I love Sorkin shows as much as I love Whedon shows, even though they are totally different styles. The Human's quite light-hearted and witty, though, isn't it? I like it. I like both. I haven't watched all of West Wing, though. Again, it wasn't a show we got much in England, but it's because it's very centric around American politics, so obviously it doesn't translate as popular over my side of the sea than your side of the sea. So we didn't see as much, but what I've seen of it, and I've seen a fair bit of it, I loved it. Yay! Favourite character? Guy. Mom. We like Spike from Buffy. Spike. There's loads of characters from Buffy I love, though. I love Willow. I had a giant crush on Willow when I was younger. When I was younger? Now. There's lots of characters I love from TV shows. I like Michael Scofield from Prison Break. I like the clever characters because they're the clever characters that are charmingly clever about it, that kind of thing. I know they're a bit of a trope. Like, you can put loads of characters into that basket of clever people for the sake of clever. Like Sherlock as well, but there's some I like characters that are very charming and have like a swagger about how they do things, you know? I think they're the most likable type of characters. So Spike does fit into that, doesn't he? Seen Buffy? Yeah, let's go with that one. Do you know the site Episode Calendar? If not, you should check it out. I'm gonna search it now. Cool. Why not? Keep track of your favourite TV shows. This seems good. It seems a little bit up my alley. Not that I watch TV shows or anything. Oh, it's not loading. Come on. We'll get back to that in a second. How do you feel about Dexter's final season? Oh. I know there was a question earlier about what was your worst series ever you've watched. Dexter season 8 was very... Oh my god, it was so bad. That was probably the worst thing I watched. I know a lot of people saying like, oh, this wasn't that bad. It's not like you're watching bloody some sort of shitty reality TV show. Like, no. Let's bring it back a second. All right, Dexter season 8 should have been something amazing, based on how it started. It should have been Dexter being caught in his own web of lies. I'm gonna try and not be spoilerific, but I mean, who cares? Like, Dexter ended so badly. Like, he didn't get caught. He turned into a lumberjack. It was so bad. It was everything it shouldn't have been, because they wanted it to have a spin-off later on, and now they're not getting a spin-off because everyone hates it. I wonder why. Even then, though, that series was not a good series anyway. Even if you can argue like some of the characters in that show were pretty good, that I don't think they were. Like Dr. Vogel or whatever. Like there's a lot of characters introduced at the end that we're supposed to care about or find serious, and we just don't. Whilst all the time they're being serious about this, we're thinking like, when's everyone going to find out? Is everyone going to find out? Is it going to come out this episode? And then nobody finds out. Spoiler alert, Dexter sucks at the end. Seasons 1 to 4 are very good. 3 out of 10. Yeah, I agree. So mentioned X-Files. Oh, that'll be interesting, won't it? I'll watch it, definitely. See how it goes. The thing is, there's a lot of reboots of old TV shows, and I'm not sure whether they're just cashing in on the whole golden age of television, or if it's actually going to be good. Like, I know Twin Peaks is also coming back. Heroes tried to come back, and then nobody cared. There's lots of that going around. And it makes me a little skeptical, but Ash vs. the Evil Dead is kind of that as well. That's very good. I will do a review on that as well if you're wondering about that. But we'll see. We'll see. Is Marvel Punisher going to get a TV show after Daredevil Season 2? Yeah, Joe Shotton is right. It has not been confirmed. He is definitely going to be in Season 2 of Daredevil, though. Because there was an interview with the creator of Daredevil, and he's pretty much said, like, Daredevil Season 2, it's pretty much, if it had an unofficial name, it would be called Daredevil versus Punisher. Yes! It's going to be cool. It's going to be a whole series of them two bashing nuts and ideologies. Mostly nuts. I don't know why I'm talking about nuts. I'm not into nuts. I do like cashews, though. What kind of nuts do you guys like? That's not a question you guys care about, is it? Pistachios are really good, though. I can't say the word, but pistachios. There we go, pistachios. Have you watched Lost? I have. I have. My next question. Mixed feelings about Lost. Very good at character development, though. Very good for that. Cashews! Woo! Yeah, I've watched Lost. I did fall in love with those characters, though. They have very good character progression. The development's great. That was the strongest part of that show. The mystery kind of thing was meant to keep you watching it, even though they had no plan for it, and it turned out a bit shit. That's Lost. Good bits. Most didn't end well. But yeah, probably deserves its own video. Oh well. Hope it should get greenlit. Probably. Well, I think they're gonna wait to see how Daredevil Season 2, Daredevil Season 2 does. But I have no doubt in my mind that it's gonna do well. Everyone loved the first season of Daredevil. Everyone likes the actor playing him because he's from The Walking Dead. Everyone likes Punisher. I have faith in that. Of course, we have faith in that. They've given us no reason to not. So, what 2016 TV show are you looking forward to? Boo-boo-doo-boo-doo. I think I answered this before. But I'll mention some other ones because there's so many. There's so many shows I can look forward to in season 2 of season reviews. Daredevil season 2 this year. Yep, it is definitely that. Daredevil vs Punisher. I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm looking forward to see how it turns out and how everyone thinks of it. But the Doctor Who spin-off, I don't think it's going to be good, but I'm interested in seeing how that does. I reckon that's them biting off more to chew. I think that's them trying to target a younger audience because of how adult Doctor Who has gotten. It's definitely not for kids anymore. But there's so many others. I'm looking forward to Twin Peaks. Is that coming out this year? I'm not sure. But the new Twin Peaks, please. There's so many others. You keep asking me that question throughout this live chat. I'm going to keep answering differently. So, yeah, X-Files revival. I'm so excited. Yeah. These nuts. Damn straight. I meant new TV shows, not new seasons. Sorry. Mentioned Class. I'm not too aware. Hang on. New shows. I need to remind myself in 2016. Because you kind of only really hear about TV shows when they've come out. Right? After they've come out. Like, anticipating them is hard to do. Oh, Legends of Tomorrow. The spin-off of Arrow and Flash is definitely one of them. Sorry. Seen it. I was like, oh, that one! Yeah. Definitely that. That looks cool. And it's short as well. It's not like a 20 episode thing. It's like a 12 episodes thing. So they're gonna it's gonna be very well paced compared to its counterpart shows, which they struggle to pace well, I suppose, than normal. So, ow, just hit my finger. But there you go, Legends of Tomorrow. That's one. I'm not sure of the shows. Sorry. All right. What else do we have? Do I like James Bond? Yes. I do like James Bond. It's one of those I've grown up with as well, isn't it? It's does a British person like James Bond? Dude, we used to have a magazine that we come out when I was younger, which had like all these like playing these 007 playing cards, like a Top Trump sort of thing, and I used to collect them. I had so many of them. I had a big box of it, and I knew all the gadgets, I knew all the bad guys from every film, and I used to and still love James Bond, but I was a little more fanatic about it back in the day when Pierce Brosnan was still around, despite his films not being as good as some of the others. But he was a good Bond. The Magicians of Sci-Fi. I have not seen that. That's what Amy's looking forward to. I don't know much about it. Have you seen Smallville? What do you think of it? I haven't seen Smallville. So, I think nothing of it! I don't know. I know my friends used to watch it, and that it was one of those that dragged itself on too long. It came in an era when there wasn't really superhero shows, and it was one of the first to do that, so I can appreciate it for that, but I was never into it. Talking about Legends of Tomorrow, how do you think they'll do it when releasing episodes of Arrow, Flash in the same period? Lots of time travel. I can answer this, actually. They're going to do it like... They're going to do it the same, really, as they do it with Arrow and Flash, but they're going to release one episode of each show in the same week. So it's going to be like Flash, Arrow, Legends. Yeah? So like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's going to be insane, is what I'm saying. It's going to be really cool. But they're going to slightly interlink in the same way that Arrow and Flash slightly interlink, but it's going to slightly interlink across 3 shows. They've already done a lot of the legwork in the shows currently in setting up new characters like Hawk Girl and bringing back certain characters who you probably know about, so I don't know why I'm being all vague about it. But they're gonna... You probably see like characters dipping in and out, being like, "Hey, I gotta help my friend, help the guys over there with the time travel dickhead. I'm gonna go, bye." And they'll be like, "Okay, cool. We'll see you next episode." And then that's gonna happen a lot. Westworld looks good. I think that's Scott Casey's going to direct a HBO show about rock and roll or something. Ooh, that sounds cool. I don't know about that, but I'll be into that. Hey, mate, planning on doing any movie reviews? Farewell. No, sorry. TV's my niche. I'm going to stick to my niche. There's enough TV to review. It's ridiculous. So, if I was going to do TV reviews, I probably would have reviewed Star Wars just to hop on that hype train, but I didn't because that's not what I do. So, I mean, there's enough people who cover movies anyway, and covering movies would require me going to the cinema a lot, and the cinema is hella expensive. Watching TV shows is somehow cheaper. Not it's just too much money. It's too much money. I don't have much money, really. So I'm not going to do movies as well. What do you think the next Doctor Who series will... When do you think the next Doctor Who series will be released? Probably the same time it was released this year, but only this year. I mean, same time it was released last year, but this year. So around autumn or fall 2016. So they're going to try... I think they're going to try and release Class, the Doctor Who spin-off, before then, and then we'll roll into new Doctor Who. I can't say for certain. It's not been announced, but we'll see. Best TV show of the year. It's all about Doctor Who, or just asking me? I don't know. It's pretty early to tell. It's January. Let me tell you something. It's 3 a.m. in the morning where I live because I admire your reviews and I want to talk with you live. I'm streaming on my phone so I can hide it from my parents. I want you to remember me. By the way, my name is Yogesh. I'm gonna say it like that from now on. I apologise, but it's the most entertaining way to say it. Yogesh! It seems like I'm being more hip than I actually am, but thank you for watching, seriously. You're staying up instead of listening to your parents. I admire that rebellious nature in you. It's great. But so thank you. It's cool. Wow. I'm so not used to this. It's so weird. There's people watching me right now. You guys are watching me. I'm not used to fans like at all. This is really cool. I've been talking for like an hour and a half. What? To a camera. You guys. This is really fun. It's really cool. It's just new. It's just really new to me. So it's a little bit overwhelming. But yeah, that's the thing. Like every time I get like comments and things like that, it really like hits me hard. Like I'm not used to it. I'm not used to that much love for something I enjoy. So seriously, thank you. I haven't seen Smallville. Sorry. Clone Wars has like 120 episodes and 6 seasons. Probably too time consuming. Yeah, but I'm tempted. I'm tempted to do Clone Wars as well. That's it. I'm going to have to work out a way to cover as many shows as possible. In fact, bear me 1 second. I'm getting something else. More prop comedy! Watch Requiem for a Dream, the film. Yes, it made me sad. This is a cool thing I have. It's a pink notebook thing. I went to a creator day, a YouTube creator day in Manchester, which is where I live in England. And look, it's a YouTube thing. Look, it's got YouTube on it. That's cool, isn't it? I got that for free. In fact, I got 2 for free because I nicked one. Ugh, if anyone wants one and lives around here, you can have it. But I've been using this to record, like, every time someone sends me a recommendation, I'll put it in here. So I've not filled it out recently, so there's so many more I need to add to it. But look at that. Like, there's a lot of shows you can't see because the webcam is terrible. But there's a lot of shows I haven't covered yet, a lot of shows I want to cover, a lot of shows I've already covered, and I'm just ticking them off. So every time you recommend me something, I make sure I put it down in here, and it helps me keep track of what I need to do. In fact, what have I covered? I have watched One Punch Man, so I'm going to mark off One Punch Man. Where is it? There it is. There's a lot more I need to tick off on this. I'll do that later. That's for later, Jason, to do. I'm being rude. I'm talking to people. So yeah, I'm not sure if there's more comments that have not been updated yet. Any more questions? Oh, if they're filming Doctor Who in May, they may not be able to next year. That's true. That's true. I'm not too sure. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. You might be right. I'm not sure. The Doctor Who has a weird release schedule, right? Like sometimes it releases every year, sometimes it won't. I don't know. I don't know how long their post-production lasts if they're filming that late. So shows that started great and ended up being terrible. Dexter. A lot of people would argue Doctor Who. I would say it ended up completely terrible. I'd say it ended up different. That a lot of people are into. There's a lot of shows that ended terrible. Prison Break, Misfits. Oh, see you later, Amy. Oh, you stayed up till 2. Oh, thank you. See you later. Everyone say goodbye to Amy. I have seen Death Note. It's very good. I enjoy Death Note. It did get a bit weak towards the end after that bit where that character wasn't in it anymore. I'm being very vague, aren't I? And then these other characters came in and just sort of rushed it to the end. But yeah, I like Death Note. Death Note's good. It's very good. I despise the Christmas special. Are we on to that? Are we on to that? Are we going to talk about Doctor Who and Sherlock and that? Do you have any do you have any quotes from your shows that you say in real life conversations? All right, we'll all right, we can't wait for One Punch Man. Okay. All right, we'll talk about the video made earlier this week in a second. Favorite quotes from shows you say in real life conversations. I don't say quotes as such. I'm sorry, Nanyan. I'm sorry. I know. I don't say quotes from TV shows, really. I more or less kind of, like, if I'm really into a show, I'll start adopting character traits of characters. So I'll start talking like characters. Like, if I watch a lot of Tennant Doctor Who, then I'll start, like, going, well. I won't be that comical about it, but I'll have a bit more pep in my stride that's more in line with the Doctor. I won't remember quotes that I say unless I'm saying it as like, oh, remember that bit from that show where I said wubba lubba dub dub or something, rather than saying it in casual conversation. So yeah, sort of. Do a Blackadder review. What can I say? It's great, isn't it? Except possibly the first season. There's my review. It's amazing. No, there's something I want to do this year that is my way of covering old shows that I've already finished. Which is kind of like, I want to frame, like, I don't want to do it like a traditional review where it's like, blah, 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 season 1 and 2 review. I want it to, because the shows like Adventure Time, where there's so many episodes that reviewing every single episode is just dumb and unrealistic, and the format my show is in, my reviews are in, would not allow me to do it normally, right? So, say if I wanted to do a video on Adventure Time, I would probably frame it as I'm probably going to start framing series like that. It's like, should you watch Adventure Time, or should you watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer, or should you watch Dexter? And I think that'd be a better way to frame it, because then I don't have to review every single episode. I can just review to Graph TV or something, which is a great site that you should look at. Especially go on Graph TV and look at Dexter. It's hilarious. All right, sorry. Boop doop doop. Can't wait for One Punch Man. How many hours do you watch shows weekly? I don't know, dude. So many. Assume you watch more than a season each week to keep up with content for this channel. I try and binge stuff, and I try and get ahead of myself, but I'm getting to that point now. I'm getting a little fatigued. I don't know if I'm going to take a break. I probably will take some sort of break at some point, especially with my university placement coming up, where I'll have no time to make the reviews. But I do watch a lot of TV, like a lot, to catch up, because there's a lot to catch up with. But I haven't recorded how many hours. Just assume it's a lot. It's too much. Alright. Once Upon a Time review. I've not seen it. Or a Last Quest of Golden Boy, only 6-episode epic comedy anime. Maybe, Amy. I'll note in my little pink thing. Weird thing to say. I'll try. Yeah? We'll see. I don't know. I can't, because my reviews take a long time, but we'll see. And that's I'm over 100 years old. Oh, that is a very good quote. That's a very good quote. Alright. Favorite miniseries? Bye, Amy. What counts as a miniseries? Like, give me some examples. Do you count English shows as mini-series? Like 6-episode English shows? Or is it like web series? I don't know. Give me an example, and I might be able to give you an example of what I like. Regular show's pretty good. I don't watch it fanatically, but I watch it every now and again. You also watch Netflix, Hulu Plus, Amazon Prime. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'll talk about that now. Dealing with all the requests I get from you guys, I don't want you to stop mini show. I'm not sure. Dealing with all the requests I get from you guys, I'm getting to that point now where I'm struggling a little bit. I'll be honest. There's a lot of shows out there, and it's fine. I'm not going yet. If you're late. But yeah, I'm at the point where I'm struggling with how many things there is to cover, right? Because not only do I have to watch them, but to make the actual review itself is a lot. It's the reviews take a lot longer than you'd think they would. And to review a lot of things is getting difficult. So it may be this year that I might have to start dipping into shows I've already seen in the past, rather than shows that are more recent, right? Which I think you guys might like, actually, because House of Cards review. Yeah. I'll probably do a House of Cards review. That'll be easy for me to do because I've seen House of Cards. I don't have to watch it from start, right? I know what I feel about House of Cards. I've kind of already half written a review of House of Cards, like already. Like I wrote it like ages ago. How I felt about it, and I'll probably still feel the same. I'm wondering whether I'll do House of Cards before the new series comes out, and then review House of Cards Season 4 after that. That might be better for me, because then I can split it into 2 videos. I don't know. I'll review it. I'll definitely review it, because I love House of Cards. Have I seen VGHS? It's great, isn't it? Might review that at some point. I don't know. That'd be a fun review to do. If you haven't seen VGHS, Video Game High School, it's by the guys from the Rocket Jump guys, the Freddie Wong and all them. It's very fun, and it's got very lovable characters in it. It's got a lot of heart. It's very good action in it. It's a very good. It's probably the best web series that's out that is not Doctor Horrible. Pretty much. Yeah. Fungus the Bogeyman. I haven't seen Fungus the Bogeyman. I don't know. I can't think of an example of a miniseries. I know. Does Doctor Horrible count as a miniseries? I want to say Doctor Horrible. Meh. Band of Brothers then. Fuck it. Band of Brothers is it work? Yeah. Then it's obviously Band of Brothers. If Band of Brothers counts as a miniseries, then Band of Brothers is the winner by a country mile. That series is incredible. It's amazing. If you go on IMDb and search like what are the top rated TV shows of all time, I think Band of Brothers is first. I know probably Breaking Bad's first because of popularity, but Band of Brothers will be up there, and I honestly think it is technically the best TV show of all time because it's perfect in whatever it is. It's not only good at what it delivers, it's delivering very hard to achieve things, and it nails it. So, Band of Brothers is amazing. If you totally counts as a mini, then Band of Brothers is the best one, easily. Sarah Jane Adventures, I never watched it that much. It's a bit too kiddish for me. The only ones I watched were the stuff that involved the Doctor in it and other things. I know people like it because it's Doctor Who canon, but it was a bit too kiddish for me. And now you're all going to say, can you go review Torchwood then? Because it's more adult. It's more better than Breaking Bad. Thing is different though, isn't it? Like, alright, differences between Breaking Bad and Band of Brothers. Band of Brothers has less time to do more. Breaking Bad has that character depth because it has 5 seasons to do it. And it ends on such a high note because it's earned it. Whereas Band of Brothers only has 10 episodes to do it, and it achieves so much with that. So much emotional connection. It respects its history, like World War II history, so well. It captures the feel of it, like cinematographer wise, like the tone of it, how it's shot, the set design, the acting, everything is a 10. It's that's why Band of Brothers is one of the best TV shows of all time. The way I rate TV shows is, I think, what are they trying to set out to do? How close to nailing it do they get? A+ is them completely nailing it, right? A is like, they did it. There might be like one thing, but whatever, who cares? And then you go down from there. So that's why I might give an A+ to like One Punch Man, be like, oh, but Fargo season 2 is much more depth. I'm like, but they're tackling different things, right? They've got different point to them, so it's different. The rating is contextual. Have I seen the Pacific? The worst version of Band of Brothers. Yes. And yes. And yes. You're right. It's alright. It's still good though. Like, that's a high standard to be at. Like, you can't. Oh, the not as good Band of Brothers is like saying the second place on best TV show. I won't say it's the best TV show ever. I think I would rate it lower because it doesn't, like, as I was saying before, it doesn't achieve what it's trying to achieve as well as other shows, i.e. Band of Brothers did. But it's still a very good, attempt. But yeah, thick of it. Of course, I know what that is, dude. Capaldi's best show. Fuckity bye. I'm not going yet. That's not me going. Man at High Castle. got an itchy nose today. I don't know why I got an itchy nose, guys. It's weird. It's because of all the coke I've been doing. It's not. I don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. I don't do drugs. I do energy drink. Caffeine's a drug. Do drugs that are specifically legal. I haven't seen Man in High Castle. Thought about it. I haven't got round to it. What have I been watching this week? Shall we talk about that? Technically, I have 30 minutes left, but I'm going to stay on maybe a little bit longer. I'm going to drink more of this because I'm getting a little tired. I've been talking for a long time. Hannibal is better than Suits. Easily. Suits gets, like, so melodramatic, dude. Like, it's, it tries to up itself all the time. And it gets too lawyery, and it gets very messy. Like, it loses what was very good about it initially, like its cases and them owning people. You don't completely understand what's going on because it's very legal, but like the way people talk about stuff gives you that weight. Gives it that weight. So, struggling to bring out your reviews. Have you considered a podcast type show? Yes. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I want to do it. I know Binge Watchers wanted to be in here tonight. I'm not sure where, if he's just missed this. I know he'd be here if he could. But I don't know. I'd love to do a podcast with other YouTubers, other people who are doing things that are like TV stuff. I'd love to talk about TV with other YouTubers. It'd be a good way for me to collaborate and connect with other YouTubers more as well. And plus it gives you more spoiler TV talk and it'd be easier on me so I don't have to talk to myself sort of for an hour, 2 hours. My friend is asking if I can bring his hat to the pub later. If you're wondering, it's nearly 9 o'clock in England. PM. So I am going to the pub after this. So that's cool. I've got such an itchy nose, dude. I don't know why. It's so... You know when you get an itchy nose and you just can't get rid of it? It's getting on tits, dude. It's like a sneeze. You just can't... Okay. Requiem of a Dream is an incredible film. Incredibly sad film. The thing is, I think my favourite film... Like, I don't know what my favourite film is because it's too hard, but I like films that have a lot of heart to them. And films like Requiem for a Dream are very serious. And I don't enjoy them as more. I can appreciate them and my mind's blown and that kind of thing. And it hurts my insides to watch sometimes. But I prefer things that have a lot of heart. So down for a TV theme podcast. Yes. I need to work how to do that though. But I will do it because it'll be easier on me. It'll be easier for me to talk about TV and still be a presence on the internet when my TV reviews get too hard to do. So, Mad Men is very good. I don't want to talk about it too much in this podcast. I might do a spoiler discussion thing. That's the thing as well. People keep asking about spoiler discussion videos and that kind of thing. How should I do them? Should I release a type of mini 10-minute podcast type thing after a review where I just sort of like get all my feelings out? It may not be like animated, but it might just be like a little like, hey, here's the post review mini episode discussion thing where I just talk over an image that I drew for 10 minutes. And just the one image because it's too much work otherwise. Weekly Planet is I love the Weekly Planet. I love the Weekly Planet. That is my favourite nerdy podcast that I listen to. I'm a big fan of those guys because they're so chill, right? If you don't listen to the Weekly Planet, they're amazing. They're really good at this kind of thing, but they're really chill about it. They don't. They're not like asked about upsetting people. They're just like, do you like that thing? I might like it. It's pretty good, isn't it? Hello there, Vexillion. I'm very bad at pronouncing names. Haven't seen Hannibal season 3. Don't say anything. Bleh. Yeah, will some of the shows you mentioned in your rap be available in future reviews? Yes. Some of them. Not all of them. Like, there's a lot I mentioned that I will probably not bother with, like Minority Report, I've heard is shit, and has been cancelled anyway, so who gives a shit? And, like, Jane the Virgin, I don't know what that is. It's probably not aimed at me, so I'll probably skip that one. There's a lot I'll skip. A lot of the shows I used in that rap were for the sake of rhyming, but there is some that I'm interested in. Is Crazy Ex-Girlfriend any good? I've heard very good things about it, and I like Rachel Bloom. If you don't know who Rachel Bloom is, she's got a YouTube channel, and I used to follow her YouTube channel before she did that series. Like, she was the female voice on, I don't know if you guys watch Game Grumps or anything, or Starbomb and that kind of thing, but she was the female voice on Luigi's Ballad. She played Peach, and she's done a lot of other videos on the YouTubes that was very funny, and I like it. I like her stuff. I like her style. I like her style, guys. But I want to watch that at some point. Whether it gets cancelled or not, I'll probably still watch it. It looks very Garfunkel and Oatsy type humour, so I'm down. So I will probably cover stuff that I covered in my rap. What did you guys think of my rap, by the way? I know everyone liked it, but like I'm not a musical person. As much as my channel may deceive you, as I've done 2 songs on my channel right now, but like making music definitely is like a very new thing for me. I've just done it for the sake of doing it. It's just fun. But I don't I don't know. Should I do more music? I think people like my music. I don't know how I'll do it in the future, but I definitely like writing it. I love writing scripts for it, and that's why it's come about in general. Is because like I'll like a script too much, and I'm like, I need to do something with this, and that's how the rap came about. I just asked for favors, and then the rap happened. So yeah, something like that. Oh, see you later, Mesa. Thank you from Belgium. Amazing. I'll see you later. Wow. I'm maybe still amazed that how international, how internationally spread out my you guys are. It's incredible. It's really cool. It's not something you expect when you try making a YouTube, like how diverse your audience may be, and it still amazes me. So thank you for watching, Mesa. I'll see you later. Bye. Greetings from Bulgaria. Awesome. Hello. Sorry, I know you said hello before. I'm catching up. Hello, Vexillion. Episode. Oh, sorry. I did. It'll be on my tab here. I'll keep track of. Sorry. I know it's like from an hour ago. It loaded within the hour. Who knew? This looks cool, dude. Keeping track of all TV shows you want to watch. This seems like super helpful for me. Yeah, this is awesome. It's got trends and shit. I'll probably look more into that after I've finished the live stream, or tomorrow, because I'm going to go to the pub straight after this. But I'm going to favourite that. Yes. Definitely looking that up. Thank you. Who's it sending me that? How do I say your name? Jel Van Morik? Did I say that right? I probably said that. Probably butchered that. Thank you. Yeah, that seems very helpful, actually. I'm going to keep that open. Nana's from Argentina. Hello. How's it going? This is amazing. This is so cool. It really, like, I've been talking for so long, but, like, occasionally I, like, stop and realize what I'm doing. I'm like, holy shit, I'm talking to people who are like my stuff and are somehow watching me for so long. At the moment, I'm following 40 shows, so that site is amazing. Dude, that's like, yeah. That's what I need. Definitely. That's how I feel. I'm definitely following like 40 shows at the moment. Who would have guessed? I'm on a TV review channel. Birmingham! So exotic. Hey, Birmingham's exotic. Totally. Welcome back, the one random guy one. Hi. I didn't realise you left, sorry. Yes, about way earlier about the new Top Gear show on Amazon Prime. I like Top Gear. It's good. Jeremy Clarkson got a good deal out of punching someone though, right? he punched someone and now he's getting paid 3 times as much as he earned with the BBC. It's kind of ridiculous, isn't he? Like, I'll watch Top Gear in passing. I'm not like a devoted fan. It's just funny and I like seeing it. I'm Dave. If you don't know what Dave is, it's a UK channel which repeats Top Gear a lot. But yeah, it's good. I wouldn't get Amazon Prime for Top Gear, but I already have Amazon Prime anyway, so I'll probably watch it. I'll probably review actually. That might do me some good channel wise. So I'll probably cover Top Gear in some way. Probably more as like a comparison between how the changes from BBC to Amazon Prime affected the production, and then compare it to how Top Gear, the new Chris Evans Top Gear is doing. But yeah, probably another Brummie. Oh, there's so many Brummies, guys. So many Birmingham guys. So much. Oh man. Sorry, I'm back now. Yeah, doop. Subscribe to you a few hours ago. Now you're having your first live stream. I know, right? So cool. Welcome to this. Thank you for subscribing to me. It's incredible. Christopher Sovic. Probably butchered how to say your name. I'm not good at pronunciations. I know we've reached over the 2-hour mark, but I'm going to stay on a little bit longer because this is lovely. Brum Squad! I'm Mank, mate. I'm not. Hi, Craig! Do this weekly, please. I might do, actually. I did say your name! I might do this weekly. I've really enjoyed this tonight. We'll see. I might end up doing it weekly. What do you think? Have you guys enjoyed this tonight? Like, is this been a good experience? Would you recommend it to others? Would you say like, oh, this guy's really good at talking about bullshit for 2 hours? The O isn't pronounced like an O, by the way. Ah. So is it like Sarvik? I'm not sure. I'm willing to learn. Let's see what you're talking about. Say no to. Is it frozen for anyone else? Oh, I don't think so. As far as I know, it's still working, but we did have trouble at the start of this stream. As all streams ever start. Oh, dude. Oh, Yogesh. Oh, dude, stop preparing for popularity. Don't say that. Oh, my God. Weekly, yeah. Oh, is Hugley saying... Oh, you say... so you're saying no to be doing weekly. Okay, alright. Alright. You joker. You. Guy. Not frozen. Yeah. There you go, man. I did not just make that joke. I apologise. Sounds like a U in it. So an like an sound, right? So Sovic. Sovic. I don't know. No, do weekly, please. 2 months till new season. Weekly. I'll probably do weekly. Same time this week, eh? What do you reckon? Could do same time next week. 2 hours ain't nothing. Stream more often. You might want to have more specific topics. You're right. I might post an agenda before the live stream so we can talk about it a bit more. But for my first live stream, there's a lot. I'm sure there's a lot of questions people have had and have had asked for my first time, because it's the first time I'm really doing like it's a Q&A type thing. So it's been just nice to just sort of be loose about it this week and just sort of just chill, you know. Hopefully this will make me more confident in front of the camera as well, because this is the first time. Like, the reason why I started off my channel as like a very scripted review channel where I'm not really in the forefront was because I was a little camera shy, and had a lot of anxiety going into it, and I had a little bit of anxiety going into this tonight. At least twice, and I was worried about it, but it's turned out so lovely, so I would definitely consider doing this again. If you guys are cool with it, but you seem all are saying yes, do it weekly, so I could definitely try for weekly. What do you say? Same time next week, guys? You're probably gonna say yes. Such a douchey thing to assume. Yeah, you're probably gonna say that. You did a small review with binge watchers. Can you do a bigger one? Hell yeah, I'd love to do another one with binge watchers. Where are you, Ron? You said you were gonna be here. You bastard. He's probably missed it. I'll make him feel bad about it later. Don't be worried. It's cool. Oh, thank you. Seriously. You guys are the best. Like, I know a lot of like YouTube channels like, oh, my audience is so good, but like, you don't see so much positivity on YouTube like ever, and you guys are so nice to me, and so like complimentary and is that the word? Complimentary sounds like I'm giving you a mint, staying at a hotel, but you're so positive and so supporting, and it makes me feel good in the insides, and I can't be more grateful for that. Hello, Junior. Sorry. Sorry. You asked about best Netflix exclusive show. Oh man, what's the best? I don't know. There's so many good ones. It's House of Cards, BoJack Horseman, which you mentioned just now. There's so many, right? Like Daredevil. I really like Daredevil, and I like that it's part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm a sucker for that. I like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Over Netflix, I'm just looking through Netflix right now, seeing what there is. I'm sure people will ask for F is for Family. I haven't watched it. Might watch it. Oh, I'm definitely gonna do a review of Black Mirror though. You guys seen Black Mirror? I'm just looking through shows on Netflix. I'm like, oh shit, that's really good. Definitely want to do a Black Mirror review. That'll be. I need to write that. I want to write that right now. And I suggested Band of Brothers. Woo! Definitely want to do a Band of Brothers review as well. Because I love Band of Brothers. It's an A+. I'm going to say that right now because it's one of the best shows ever. But obviously, you all want to hear why it's the best show ever. That's why you watch me. You don't watch it to get the end result. You watch to see why I think. Is Better Call Saul Netflix exclusive in the UK because it is here? I think the deal with Better Call Saul is that because it doesn't air on any networks in the UK, Netflix acts as the network in the UK. Like same with Breaking Bad. Like Breaking Bad wasn't airing on like Sky or any of those or BBC, so it aired on Netflix and it released one episode a week. as they're releasing in the US. So Netflix acts as the network in that capacity for the UK at least. It's regional, and that's why we get. It does depend on country, but that's specifically why we get it on our Netflix and US doesn't get it on their Netflix because of different rights. Yes, the David Cameron thing was amazing. I don't know if you guys watch Charlie Brooker's News Wipe or Yearly Wipe or whatever, but his 2015 one was really funny just for the sake of all of the pig puns. It was pig jokes. It was amazing. And if you guys don't know about David Cameron and pig jokes, David Cameron being our Prime Minister of England, go search that after this live stream. It was the source of a whole country's entertainment for a whole month. And still is occasionally. Don't know if Netflix is worth it. I have like all the Sky channels, so it's expensive. Should I get Netflix instead? Netflix is very good for catching up on shows that have already come and gone. Like there's a lot of shows that most shows will go onto Netflix after like it's like time in the line that's passed. Like so, say like Flash season 2 when that finishes, it won't go on Netflix for a while, but when it might probably go to Netflix eventually. Also, you can get a VPN for your browser that lets you browse from different countries, and so that will give you a wider selection. So that's probably illegal. I don't know. Is it legal? I don't think it is to have a VPN. Like they'd be banned everywhere, right? They won't be in the Chrome store. Whatever. I'm a bastard for using a VPN. Pretend I'm from a different country, but you can do that. Like VPN is basically you run your internet connection through a different country, and it makes you think, and it tricks the browser VPN. It tricks the browser into thinking you're from a different country. So then you'll get, like, if you're on Netflix, you'll get, like, an American Netflix if it thinks you're from America, or a Brazilian Netflix if it thinks you're from Brazil, or English Netflix if it thinks you're from England. That's what I use sometimes, because America has the best choice on Netflix, so. Ooh, Skins would be a good one to do. Hey, Ron, you made it! You're only 2 hours late. No, I'm kidding. But hello, you missed a good. It's been great, by the way, guys. It's been a lovely experience. Lovely experience. Question legality on a public domain may not be the best idea. You are totally right. You're totally right, Joe. But there are none of you are secretly working for the government, right? Yeah, I know he's not kidding. Probably, yeah. I might not mention that again in the future. I'll look it up afterwards, and if so, I might take. This live stream is going to go onto the channel afterwards to watch as like a VOD. If it turns out that I shouldn't be saying things about that sort of thing, then I'll edit it out afterwards. I'll take the VOD down, edit it, and then put it back up. So, we should be okay, guys. We should be okay. You should make a review of Misfits. Just don't bash season 4 to 5 too much. They're the specific of to their band of brothers. We'll see about that. I have been known to bash things in the past that people haven't been okay with. Mostly this week. Mostly about Doctor Who and Sherlock. Answering a question from... well, not really a question, but a statement from earlier. That video did really well, right? Like the... Is Mo Fat a Bastard video did really well. Kind of makes me sad, because I post that video after I post my rap video, and the rap video I worked really hard on, and then like in one night the Moffat video gets like 4,000 views. It's... I don't know if disheartening's the word, just confusing. Not confusing because I get it, but yeah, I don't know. Is there any difference between England, Britain, and the United Kingdom? There is a very good video on this by CPG Grey, who talks about the differences between England, Britain, and the United Kingdom. The Britain, it's even I'm complicated by it, but it's rage does sell. You're right, Ron. That is true. I should get off. I get yeah, no, you're right. I'm not going to explain the difference between England, Britain, and UK. England is a country like the UK is built up of 4 countries. Why am I explaining this? England, Ireland, Wales, and Scotland. No, England, Northern Ireland, Wales, and Scotland. Ireland and Northern Ireland are actually 2 different countries that split. And the UK is made up of all of those except Ireland. It's got Northern Ireland, but doesn't have Ireland. See, Huxley's explained it very well. But England is its own country within this island. It's very confusing, but go watch CPG Grey after this too, and he explains it very well. I'm not good at explaining things, even though I'm a channel based on explaining my opinion. It's fine. I know I should have left like 12 minutes ago, but I don't care. I'm enjoying this. I'll stay on for a little bit longer. Right, I'm going to watch Sherlock because I bought it today and I haven't seen any yet. Sherlock is actually incredible. If you watched that Moffat review before watching my Sherlock review, then, I mean, you might have because the Moffat review came up before the Sherlock review. I love Sherlock. Sherlock is amazing. You'll definitely enjoy it. It's such good quality TV. My anger with it recently is more to do with where the story is going and where the tone of the show is going. But you guys know all about that. I'm not going to get into a rage about something now. It's pointless. Yeah, I should do review. Skins is an interesting one because Skins is very good. Well, at least the first 2 seasons are very good. Ooh. Season 3, season 4, didn't care for it. After that, I just stopped watching. Last off-topic questions. Are British still people upset about the Falklands War because Argentinians are? I know Argentinians are. Really? This is going to be sound very cold, but it's not a talking point at all. People don't think of it or care about it at all anymore. The only time we talk about the Falklands and that is when we're calling Margaret Thatcher a bastard, because the Falklands War was under Margaret Thatcher and we all hate Margaret Thatcher, and it's always saying she's a bastard for this reason, and the Falklands War is one of the reasons why she's a bastard, because she was a bastard for many reasons. But I mean, I don't agree with. I don't like. No one likes war. She just sort of did it for territorial control, and that doesn't matter to the common man. This is getting political. I don't want to get political. But it's not as much of a talking point. But I understand that it is for Argentinians. So yeah, it's not something I'm too well versed on. I do know about the Falklands War, but I don't know. But public opinion is not there. So about something else. No. Have I watched Dragon Ball? Yeah, I like Dragon Ball Z. It's cool. I actually went to Comic Con in San Diego. They had this Dragon Ball Z party going on. It was amazing. All the cocktails were free, and they give out, and they're all Dragon Ball Z themed, and there's loads of people dressed up Dragon Ball Z, and they had voice actors from Dragon Ball Z, and it was. And they were just chilling. And it was so cool. I nerded out so hard. I haven't seen the new movie though. I've heard it's good, but I haven't, because I'm not completely caught up with Dragon Ball Z in general. I watched it when I was younger, and I don't know how it is currently. So yeah, so I like Dragon Ball Z. Just Joy. So sorry if you've answered this, but what's your favourite TV show or series? Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I did answer this before, but I'll answer it again. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Boosh, boosh, boosh. Bro, you have to admit that your views are unique from others, that we admire you in and want to see more. One more session, please improve your webcam quality. Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? I know, Ron, I know. I talk about it all the time. It's because it was such a cool thing. I'm sorry. Yes, I should improve my. It's terrible, isn't it? I bought this webcam specifically for this live stream, and it sucks balls. It looks really bad. Does anyone know how to rig up a DSLR for as a webcam? Because I do have a DSLR that I use for I have this. So I don't know how to rig up one of these for a webcam. If you know, can you tell me how? Send me a little thing. It's not too bad. I know it's not that bad, but I would love to be better. So yeah. Sorry, but yeah, Gresh. Oh man, I'm humbled by comments like that. It blows my mind. I mean, when I started the channel, I did want to be something special, doing the whole anime. I'm aware that animated reviews aren't the norm and that I am trying something new, and that's a lot of the point of it. But it's to a lot of the time I'll be doing something, and a lot of people might. Anyone who's done anything creative will agree with me. When you're doing something creative and you're not sure whether what you're doing is good, it's hard to have that self-awareness. You think, is this dumb? I just got the wrong idea, right? And then seeing all these comments saying oh, this is amazing is it's still incredible to hear. So it really matters. And you guys are the biggest reason why this channel is growing so much, because you guys sharing the videos and talking about it and commenting and liking and getting engaged in this kind of thing is what keeps this channel afloat, right? What keeps this channel thriving. In more ways than you'd know. If you want to get into YouTube analytics, it's you guys that give me initial boost that makes me appear on searches, and then more people find me, and then I'll grow more that way as well. But then you'll have you guys sharing my videos, and then I'll have even more people find me, and it snowballs. It's snowball effect, and you guys are a key part of that. And I could not be more grateful. It's incredible. So, for the 40 billionth time stream, thank you. Seriously. What about Angel? Do I like Angel? Where? They're right here. I love them. They're great. Maybe not that one. Maybe not that one. Oh, there goes my ukulele. Those are good. Season 4 was iffy. What are your hobbies outside of YouTube? Play some games. Hang out with friends. Go drink. This is my major hobby. This is my favourite hobby. I used to game more than anything before I did this. I also did other things. I used to do windsurfing ages ago. Windsurfing, water sports. But now I'm not as active anymore, and I probably should be more active. I should probably start going to the gym. That should be my new hobby. But this is my favourite hobby to do. And this is a hobby right now. This doesn't pay me anything. This is something I do for fun. If it becomes a thing in the future, then shit, that's my dream. But right now, it's something I do because I like doing it. And if it grows beyond that, then I'm so okay with that. It's so cool. Alright. Yes, you are going to be the same after VidCon, Ron. It's an experience, it really is. Even just going to America in general, but VidCon is really neat. Am I going to be there? I don't know. I don't know what that sound is. I don't know, because I don't have money. or I do have money, but I don't know how I'm going to spend it, because I went... Sorry, I'm speaking very fast. Because I went this last year, it was a very special experience for me going to America. I don't want to start trying to go every year. I don't want to cheapen it. I would love to go again, though. I would. It depends on where I am around that time. I did actually buy a ticket for VidCon in advance, because it with the thought of I can refund this at some like before I go, just in case, because it is like something I'm still thinking about, but I don't know. But I'd love to meet you in person. It would be because like how our channels has like come together. It's been really cool. It's been really neat. Like I love your channel and like how our collaboration and like how we've become YouTube friends is lovely, and I want to do more things with you, Ron. It's great. Because I don't think I have, like, I have all you guys. But I'm still in that stage of trying to connect more with other YouTubers, and you, Ron, you are like my first major friend on YouTube. But it's true, and I'm glad it's that way because it's cool. So, yeah. Next one will be Ash versus the Evil Dead on Monday. I'm supposed to go back today, but it's pretty sick. Get better. Get better, Ron. Do it. Best universe, Doctor Who, Star Wars, or Star Trek. I'm gonna have to go with Star Wars, dude. I love that too, but Star Wars, it's just lightsabers, dude. Lightsabers. I love lightsabers, dude. Review almost 2,000. I know, right? Like, where am I right now? Just curious. I'm just gonna check. Oh, I hit 17,000 subscribers. Yes, only 300 to go until 2,000. This is amazing. YouTube brownouts, I dig it. Yeah, dude. VidCon is expensive. For me, the most expensive thing is getting to the country it's in. Never mind the ticket. It's too far away, dude. It's in LA as well. It's not even on the nearer side of. It's not even on the nearest side of the bloody country to my country. It's on the other side. It's fucking annoying. Didn't like the ending at all. I haven't seen all of Ash vs. Evil Dead, so please don't spoil it for me. I'm gonna finish it though. Don't worry. All right, I'm gonna wrap up soon. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up soon. I have gone on for 24 minutes and 20 seconds longer than I thought I'd be going on for. And I want to go to the pub. I want to go to join my friends who are already at the pub. But this has been the first live stream experience. This has been great. Weekly, yes. Why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. If any of you know how to hook up a DSLR as a webcam, please let me know. Having that much quality would be really cool. But I don't know how to do that. Best thing to watch on Netflix right now? Depends on what you're into. I know you're a Doctor Who fan. Let's look at what's on Let's look at what's on Doctor Who right now. I don't know. In fact, Ron, this is a good question. How's iZombie? I've heard that's pretty good. Would you recommend that to a Doctor Who fan? I could recommend The Flash to a Doctor Who fan. It's very like The Flash and Arrow. They feel like a Saturday morning cartoon series, but in live action form. So that's pretty fun. And Game of Thrones is coming soon. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, I don't know how it's gonna what's gonna happen, but that is both exciting and terrifying, and everyone's gonna definitely watch it, so it's good. Yeah, Flash, not Arrow. I can understand that. You've seen I've done reviews on them all. You know what I feel about them. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go in 4 minutes time. We'll round it off at 2 hours and a half. Any last questions? Rapid fire. Go. Pew, pew, pew. Before I go, But we will do this next week. Yes, we will. I'll try at least. Probably the same time. Probably keep a schedule going. So we can talk TV shows. And also, what would you like to talk about next week? That's another thing. What would you like to talk about on the next live stream? Would you like to make a whole theme of what a live stream, or like a certain segment of the live stream talk about one thing? Tell me. Oh yeah, favorite YouTuber, Vsauce, H3H3 Productions, Vsauce Free. I'm inclined towards Game Grumps as my Let's Players of choice. There's loads of others as well. Like I like any of the guys who do like video essays, like Nerdwriter, and yes, H3H3 is life. Papa Bless. Who's my favourite Doctor? David Tennant. Definitely David Tennant. How can we take Flash and so seriously? We get shows like Daredevil as Jessica Jones. I feel like they're different tone. It's different reasons for why they're good, right? Like Flash, it's a more light-hearted show, and it deals with it's not dramatic. It's more of a roller coaster than a opera. Even though I wouldn't compare Daredevil to an opera, I'd just say it's very good at what it does. It's a very good serious thing. But it's like you enjoy it for different reasons, right? It's the reason why people enjoy dance music over, like, you know, classical music. You listen to classical music to, like, for a different reason. You listen to dance music to dance to it. It's different. It's different thing to enjoy, right? And it's not to everyone's taste. So if you like something like Daredevil over Flash, I can understand that. It's a taste thing, though. It's the Flash is very good at what it does, but it's not for everyone. Favorite Marvel character? I like Groot. I like Groot. I'm a fan of Groot. Let's go with Groot. Capaldi over Matt Smith. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell because of writing. I'm not sure. It's too early to tell for whether I like Capaldi over Matt Smith right now, because Matt Smith has had so many good like speeches and times to shine, whereas we haven't seen the full range of Capaldi yet. But I mean, currently enjoying Capaldi quite a lot, so I'm more inclined to pick Capaldi because he's current. All right, that's it. We're done. This is the first live stream that I've ever done, and it's been so amazing. You guys are so supportive. It's incredible. I mean that sincerely. Seriously, it's. I don't know. We're gonna do this again next week. If you want to tell me what we want to talk about, then please do me on the Twitters, on the Facebooks, the YouTubes. Just send me a message, and I'll look into it. But yes. See you later. Bye, you guys. I will take care. Season 9 is one of the best we've got in a while. All right, I'm going. We're done. Thank you very much for watching. What are you doing? Oh, sorry, I should stop reading reviews. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to say my catchphrase now. And I'll see you later. All right. How do I turn you off? Bye.